Talking Eagles versus Commanders, top matchups to watch: Nolan Smith and Josh Sweat versus the Commanders O-line. It was an afternoon to forget for the Washington O-line against the Saints last week. The protection was dealt a major blow shortly before the game when starting center Tyler Biadasz couldn't go due to illness. His backup failed to meet expectations and had a ripple effect on everybody else. Right tackle Andrew Wiley returned to the lineup but continued his inconsistent play. Things weren't much better on the blind side. The Washington interior was adequate but more sloppy than usual. Jaden Daniels was sacked 8 times, with the O-line being responsible for the large majority of them. Enter the edge rushing duo of Nolan Smith and Josh Sweat, who have been playing lights out in recent weeks. Nolan Smith played 95% of the snaps against the Steelers and had his best game of the season and is starting to look like a quality first-round pick. Against Pittsburgh, the former Bulldog had 4 pressures, 2 tackles for loss, 2 quarterback hits, a sack, and a pass defended. In 14 games this year, 5.5 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, and 10 quarterback hits. That's a huge increase in production compared to the 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, and 3 QB hits he had in 17 games last season. Meanwhile, Josh Sweat quietly has 8 sacks this year, all of those coming within the last 10 games. Vic Fangio didn't send more than 4 rushers after Russell Wilson a single time against the Steelers, relying on a quality 4-man pass rush. It's so important to mention how much Jalen Carter's disruptiveness opens up everything for guys like Nolan Smith and Josh Sweat on the outside, but keep an eye on these two as the Washington O-line has given up a league-worst 4.7 sacks per game allowed during the last 3 games.